What's up, Pokemon friends? It's PJ here from the Shuffle Squad. Crown Zenith is here, so we are going to take a look at Sky Seal Stone. Yes, this tool card can be attached to any basic Pokemon V, and if you knock out a V-Star or V-Max, you get to take an extra prize, which is absolutely awesome. Taking prizes in the Pokemon trading card game has always been fantastic. We're going to pop it into the Lost Zone deck with a couple of extra text today and see how it functions. So we'll hop into the deck list now and take a look. Okay, so we're taking a look at the list, and if you've seen a Lost Box deck, you've seen it a million times, right? You know that there's going to be the Comfeys that are in here too. So the Comfeys are going to allow us to flower select the top 2 cards of our deck, putting 1 in the Lost Zone, and then once we do get at least 10 cards in the Lost Zone, our Sableye is active to place up to 12 damage counters on the opponent's field. Now, Cramorant is another base attacker here that if you have at least 4 cards in the Lost Zone, it can attack for free. But then we have our plethora of basic V Pokemon. So we have our support Pokemon in Lumineon V, able to search out those supporters when we need them. We do have the Raikou V, which is able to hit any Pokemon that has lightning weakness, and usually it knocks it out, so that's really good here. Then we have the Galarian Zapdos V here, which can attack for 1 colorless less in its attack cost for every Pokemon V that your opponent has in play. So very similar to how the Radiant Charizard is played, where every prize card your opponent takes, you have 1 less. This is just every V that they have in play. And then we do have the Drapion V in here as attack for Mew VMAX, which actually just won the Liverpool Regional Championship. So definitely a great card to have in combination with our new Sky Seal Stone. So Sky Seal Stone reads like this, that the Pokemon V that this card is attached to can use the V-Star power. Now, the star power here is the ability Star Order. During this turn, you may use this ability, and during this turn, if your opponent's active V-Star or active V-Max Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack from your basic Pokemon V, take 1 more prize card. So now we have to read this carefully here because there are a lot of ifs, ands, or buts about the card, so it has to be attached to a V Pokemon. It has to be a basic V Pokemon, and you have to knock out your opponent's V-Star or V-Max Pokemon with it. So obviously Mew VMAX is going to be the best way, but we'll try and see if there's a few other ways. Lugia can definitely be knocked out with Raikou as long as there's not a Dunsparce preventing the weakness in play. So we want to take a look at that. I'm not going to spend too much more time on the deck list. It will be down in the description below, but we do have the Snorlax in here. We have Thumping Snore. That is going to do quite a bit of damage. Maybe we can take some knockouts with it, and then that also can be immune from an opponent's Sableye and also an opponent's Articuno that might try to paralyze you. We do have a Manaphy here to protect our bench as well, so not a whole lot going on. We have the Radiant Greninja here to discard some energy and draw some cards. Then we have 4 VIP Pass, the whole shebang here. We have a 4 Mirage Gate count that could possibly go down in this list a little bit. I would like to see a build with the new Zamazenta that came out with Crown Zenith, but right now we're just trying to get the Sky Seal Stone online and see if it can do some damage. And then we have below the energy count, so we have 1 fighting energy for the Zapdos here. Then we have the 2 lightning, 2 psychic, the 2 water, and then the 3 capture energies. Just to get the Pokemon on the field at the beginning of the game, you want specific Pokemon out when you need them, and you could use that to also pivot. So we want to pay attention to those energies when we're playing the game. So that was the list. Again, it's down below in the description, so we will hop to the next segment here. Before hopping into some gameplay, we do want to give a huge thank you to all of our sponsors. You're going to want to check them all out below in the description here. That way you can save some money or check out some new items that you maybe wouldn't have thought before watching this video. So hop on over there and tell them Shuffle Squad sent you. Let's hop into some games. Very unfortunate, but it's good because if we do go first, we can use a Colress's Experiment, which we actually have in our hand. So we've got the Cramorants down in the hand. Pretty good. Might even be able to discard one of those, maybe with a Quick Ball or something. Playing Mew VMAX. Okay. That's a matchup we love to see. So once they do evolve, we can swing in with our Drapion as long as it's in the deck, and we can hopefully search pretty quickly here for the Drapion and the Sky Seal Stone, once they're a Mew VMAX, then it's full speed ahead, and we can just take a knockout for 4 prize cards here, which will put our opponent really behind. They are setting up their Genesect. Now, when you think about the prize trade in a game like this, you want to think, okay, we can definitely take out a VMAX and take 4 prizes as long as we have the stone online, and then just swing into one of these Genesects here, hopefully with maybe a Sableye at first, and then we can go ahead and ping it with either a Cramorant or the Snorlax or the Raikou, anything like that. We just need to take 2 more prizes to end the game, so it should be a 2 knockout game if we play it correctly here. They are swinging into quite a bit, all 3 Battle VIP passes in the discard, so throwing a Power Tablet out. I'm not exactly sure why they're doing that just to start the game off, but apparently they have to dig, so not a problem for us. We'll just wait and see what they have to swing in with. So at first we will Colress's Experiment. And we need this. We could use the other Colress's Experiment. We don't necessarily need the other energy. The Mirage Gate is handy. I think we're just going to take these 3 and go for there. Okay. Let's Flower Select first. There's a Battle VIP Pass. That's really good. But we don't have a way of retreating, which is kind of okay. Let's go into the deck, see what we've got. Do we have the Drapion? Do we have this? Do we have the Seal Stone? We do have the Seal Stone, so that's great. Now we'll just put that down and just go from there. We're going to try another Colress's Experiment. See where we get. Again, we can go behind in the prize trade at the beginning of the game. So it's something you want to keep in the back of your mind, is it's okay to lose some prizes here, because we can really just take this in 2 turns for the rest of the game. They do have the Mew VMAX in play, so we have a possibility of, you know, doing what we want to do here. We're taking out this Mew VMAX. So there's the Cramorant, totally fine with me, and the Marnie. So maybe we can get some energy discarding. We need the Raihan, we need the Stone. Okay, we've got a couple of those things. Definitely will need the stadium to make sure that Drapion is online. So that's something we might fall short on, is getting the stadium in here and getting rid of that path to the peak. Let's see where else this takes us. So that's actually perfect. So first thing, we're going to Flower Select here. I think that we don't need Manaphy at all. Could use this, so that's good. We need you, you, and you. We're already down 1 lightning, so let's put that back into our hand here. Let's switch into this Comfey. Well, we can't use Greninja, but we can Scoop Up Net this Comfey. Put our other one back up. Flower Select. Okay, so here's how we win it, is we go Raihan. We're going to discard this energy, go here, go Flower Selecting, and yeah, let's get the Air Balloon. That seems fine. The free pivot's going to be nice. Okay, so we have game on board. As long as they don't use Judge or Marnie, we should be just fine. Alright, we'll put the Air Balloon down just because they can use Lost Vacuum, and we want them to target our tool cards instead of their own stadium, because we want to be the ones that knock that stadium out. So, everything's looking good now. They could do the stadium. The stadium is fine if they want to get rid of their own stadium. The Judge is more or less what we're concerned about. There's a Seal Stone. They're using it. I'm assuming that they're going to get something crazy like a Judge. We'll see what happens here. We do have the perfect hand, so are we just going to get Marnied or Judged into oblivion? Who knows? All right, here we go. They're Fusion Strike systeming to get all the cards out of their deck. That's just what Mew does. And there's the Lost Vacuum to get rid of the Air Balloon. They're digging. They're definitely trying to get something out of the deck. They can feel it coming. All right. So we do have the Sky Seal Stone online this turn. That's actually perfect. All right, so we will go down to 2 prize cards, but then what we can do is just get this ready to go. And then hit here. Let's take a look. It does 170. We need a boss next turn. That's fine. Let's go for the boss. Yeah, that seems fine. And we will flower select. Mirage Gate seems fine. We'll just put the Zapdos down so we can boss next turn. Let's use Star Order. Retreat here. And Dynamic Tail. We will do 60 damage, unfortunately, to our Comfey here. And that Mew VMAX goes right in the loss zone. And now we're taking 4 prize cards. This is broken. It's absolutely broken. I love this deck so much already. We're taking it back to the ladder here. Let's see if we flip heads or tails. We did lose the coin flip, unfortunately, but not the worst thing in the world for this lost zone box, because we can use Colress the first turn of the game. So we do start Drapion. Pretty terrible starter unless it's against Mew VMAX. Aside from that, and it is an Arceus V-Star deck, so maybe we can bring it back here. Maybe we can just use our Battle VIP Pass and we'll be okay. They do have the Dunsparce, which is absolutely terrible for us. We do need to get rid of that before we do anything else. They're playing Arc Intel? Question mark. There's another Arceus V. Let's see what we can swing into here. And they do have the double turbo energy for Trinity Charge on the first turn of the game. So let's go into Comfeys. Let's check our energy count here. We do have the fighting energy, but only the 1 water energy in deck. We have our stone. We have our Zapdos. Our Raikou. Still fine. All of these things are good. Let's thin the deck a little bit more. We don't need Sableye just yet, and we do have 2 rods in the deck as well. Let's try to draw some cards with Greninja. And go in here, get rid of the water energy into the discard pile instead of to the lost zone where we don't want it. So we have a Colress, Training Court, Rod, Battle VIP Pass, all on our prize cards. This is totally fine. Let's try to get a switch out here. We do get a switch out. We need that boss eventually. Sableye's in our discard pile, so we don't need that just yet. The Choice Belt could be handy. Not exactly sure if we need that today. Yeah, let's go like this. First thing we'll do is we'll use flower selecting. Probably need the Raikou at some point in the game. We can scoop up net this Comfey, put the other Comfey out, go with flower selecting, and we'll probably need this. And the Air Balloon is nice to have, but we want to get rid of less basic energies because now we can go into the deck and get our buddy Cramorant, also known as Urgle if you're of another language. And we can put our other Comfey down and spit innocently for 110 damage. Just like that. Now, again, checking our lost zone, these are the resources that we've gotten in there that we will never get back, so we have to keep that in mind too. There's the Star Birth, so able to just go in and find any 2 cards that they want in the whole deck. Pretty broken, if you ask me, but such a great engine for any deck that is playing V Pokemon because you can just accelerate a mass amount of energy onto the board. So let's see what else they have in store. See if they're going to pick up anything. A Togekiss. Okay. That's something you don't see every day. So some sort of colorless control, I would imagine, is what we're about to see here. Now, Togekiss, something that I keep in my mind is going to rotate out, and a Radiant Jirachi. So no energy card. So that's kind of interesting. It's concealed cards here. We can Colress's Experiment. We definitely need Boss. We'll need one of these. And a Scoop Up Net seems fun. Now I will Scoop Up Net the Cramorant and put the Comfey up. Let's get the energy instead of the Colress. So we have 5, 6, 7. Our Mirage Gate is live. The only problem here is that we can't take a knockout yet to get an extra prize card, so we will have to just take a knockout on the Arceus V-Star. We can use something like this. We need that for Sableye later. This and this here. And we'll put that right on Snorlax. We can attach the Capture Energy, then Scoop Up Net, this Comfey, and put the Snorlax back up here. Put down the Cramorant just because, and Thumping Snore for a knockout for 180 damage. We don't always have to use those cards. So we are able to get the Training Court. We don't always have to use the Sky Seal Stone to get the extra prize card. The deck does function pretty well on its own, but I would love to see us take out that pesky Dunsparce on the bench and go from there. So let's see if we can do that now. Let's go with the Escape Rope. We'll put the Dunsparce out. That's perfect. We can Flower Select here. We don't even have to use our boss, which is crazy. we'll go ahead and Colress's experiment and get the stone. We'll get the Raihan and the Mirage Gate all in one. Then I think what we could do is just go here, retreat into the Snorlax. Now Dunsparce is gone, leaving both of their big colorless Pokemon vulnerable. We really want to take out the Arceus V-Star here. Now we have to take a look in the discard pile so we know that what we're trying to do next turn is to put the Zapdos V in play, and that's pretty much it. But we had Sky Seal Stone ready to be activated. Let's see if we can get a game where we do activate the Sky Seal Stone. Okay, playing a dark deck, I'm assuming here. We're going to see exactly what's going to happen. We did win the coin flip, so that's pretty good. We get to go first. Hopefully we don't get donked here. Starting a Cramorant. I don't want to start the Lumineon at all. But we have Capture Energy and Quick Ball, so we're doing okay. Alright, so it is the Galarian Weezing deck. We're going to start getting some things into our lost zone here. Let's go. Start this off, Flower Select. Ooh, well, I don't think we need all of our Raihans. We do play 2. And Mirage Gate could be kind of funny. And we'll just go with the Lightning Energy. We'll get another Comfey. We'll use this here. And then next turn we can just attach an energy. Hopefully they won't get Galar Mine out. And then just put things into the Lost Zone with Colress's Experiment. So they are going to Ascension. That's never good. So they do get the Weezing to stop us from using our abilities. So that's not nice. So there's the Radiant E-Turn, the Switch Cart, and the Choice Belt. All great cards to have. We can't necessarily put either of these in play, but we can... we can try to do something. So we'll Switch Cart next turn after they poison us and go into the other Comfey, which will buy us a turn. We're just trying to dig to our other Colress's Experiment, because once we get one online, we should be just fine. We don't want our Cramorant poison just yet. We want to play it slower for this matchup because we want to get to the late game. Yes, we have 4 cards in the discard pile, but we only have 3 in the Lost Zone. So again, if we can just manually draw into one of our Colress, we should be fine. And we're just going to go right here. We're going to heal some damage. That's fine too. And we'll just stick it out for another turn to see what our opponent is going to do. Now, hopefully we can just swap the damage back and forth for a few turns, and that will buy us some time to, again, get into our Colress's Experiment. They're not going to be doing much on their end, and chances are we're not going to see a basic V Pokemon come out to play against a V-Star or a V-Max in this matchup. Now, they might, and I say might, play a Crobat, but chances are slim here that that's going to actually happen. Let's go here. We're healing damage. This is fine. Now, we could be tricky and use our escape rope. Oh, there is the Eternatus. Okay. So we could use Galarian Zapdos V into their Eternatus VMAX. So that's very surprising. All right, there's a Forest Seal Stone. Let's see what they're going to get here. Not going to use the Forest Seal Stone yet. Most likely going to get a Crobat. So this is exactly the type of matchup we want to see with a deck like this. Let's see, we have the Raihan there. We have some Pokemon on the ground. There's nothing that we can actually do. So we can switch up into our other Comfey with the escape rope. This isn't going to get knocked out. But what we want to do is we want to see... Okay, the Marnie is absolutely fine. Marnie's good with me. If we get something to switch their bench Pokemon up, we should be good for a turn to just get our Lost Zone online. And that's exactly what we look like we're about to do. And there goes the Comfey. Here comes the other Comfey. Can we get a switch out? So we're not getting a switch out. That's not what you want to see. We will just scoop up the Comfey and buy ourselves another turn. Put the Cramorant up, put the Comfey down, and then do nothing. Let's just go into the Cramorant here as we're locked up by Wheezing. Again, the Marnie was not what we wanted, but we can swing this game in our favor. We can take a 4-prize turn pretty easily with Zapdos as long as they start to put some more Pokemon down on the field and evolve into their VMAX. They have used their V-Star for turn and another Marnie, which is totally fine with me. Please give me an escape rope, something to work with here, a boss, anything like that. Okay, okay. So if they are able to evolve, we will be doing just fine. Now we have to count here the energy cost on Galarian Zapdos V is 1 fighting and 3 colorless. They do have 3 V Pokemon. They actually have 4 V Pokemon on the field right now. So as long as we can dig and draw into some things, we are going to be just fine. We can start to put the Raikou up to scare him a little bit. Put the Comfey in the active spot. I know that this will get knocked out coming back into their turn, but maybe we can squeak out something where we don't have to give up our Cramorant just yet. Looks like our opponent is thinking about what to do. Now, the Raikou, I'm sure, looks really tasty right now. But so does our Roxanne, because if they go down to 3 prize cards, we can Roxanne them to a hand of 2. And it looks like that's the play that they're going to be going for. So we either baited them or we didn't. Let's see if they have a boss in hand here. There is the boss. So we did not bait them correctly. All right. So now we can put them to a hand of 2, start our engine, and possibly take a 4-prize turn. Let's see what happens here. There's a lot that needs to happen in this turn. Can we make it actually happen? So we're going to put this down, and then Roxanne. Okay, so we did do it. We got the flower selecting. Let's go with the Raihan for next turn. We can go like this with the fighting energy and the Sky Seal Stone. Then we can put our other Comfey down. We can then just use Star Order. Scoop up this Comfey. Put the Comfey back down. And Thunderous Kick. And we knock out for 4 prize cards. That is crazy. Just taking out Eternatus VMAX there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now they do have 2 Pokemon V in field, but unfortunately our Zapdos doesn't have the ability So we do have to draw into a boss's orders for the remaining few prizes of our game. And they're putting another Pokemon V back into the field here too, which gives us one less retreat again if we're able to get our boss's orders. Again, hopefully we can do that and swing this game back in our favor from such a huge loss. You know, it was a 6-3 race. There's the Eternatus. Even if they take this out, there is a chance that we could, you know, go into a Mirage Gate here, depending on which Pokemon they put up. And if we can Mirage Gate to the Snorlax and maybe gust something like the Crobat, could swing this game again. It looks like not too many things are happening. That's fine. So we can retreat here too. So let's Colress first. Mirage Gate seems okay. Sableye seems fine. Colress seems fine also. Let's see what's in our prize cards. Nothing that we need. We do have basic energies there. Now, we have to play this smart and just go in here. I know it doesn't necessarily do anything, but we will retreat into Comfey and just rely on our scoop up nets here to get us to where we need to be. Let's hope that they don't have some sort of switch and a gust, because that will definitely put us behind. There's the Ultra Ball for the VMAX too. We're going to see exactly what our opponent is going to do. They could possibly go into another play where they're just putting their E-Turn VMAX up front and swinging into us, and also putting a Crobat back on the board to draw some more cards, but we'll have to see exactly what their plan is. Mirage Gate not live yet. There's a Cramorant. Okay. So we do get knocked out by poison damage. So that's not what we want to see. Try another Colress. This, and this. Let's check our loss zone. We have 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 in the loss zone. So that's still fine. Get a Raikou and a Cramorant back. Let's do that. Let's do both. Let's go Raikou, Cramorant back into the deck. Let's go here and here. We'll attach an energy there. Go, nope. Yeah. Let's do the gate. We want the fighting energy here and the lightning energy here. We can scoop up the Comfey, put the Snorlax out. Then we can Thumping Snore for knockout. Now we only need one more prize card, and hopefully they don't have what they need here. And we don't wake up, but that's okay. They most likely are going to boss our Zapdos, which is very unfortunate. We got well played here. And are they going to draw it? Oh, the boss's orders. Exactly what they needed just to win the game. So that's all we have here for you today on the video. We're going to try a few more of these games and try to adapt the Lost Zone box list to revolve a little bit more around the Sky Seal Stone. But if you did like this list or thought of some other ideas that we can incorporate the cards, let us know down below in the comment, and always make sure that you're hitting the like button or subscribing to the channel for more content like this, because we love hearing from you. So once again, I wanted to thank you so much for watching this video here, and we're going to kick it over to a lot of amazing announcements at the end of this video, so you're going to want to stick around from that. This is PJ signing off here from the Shuffle Squad. Keep on shuffling. The Shuffle Squad is proudly sponsored by Atlas Collectibles, the best place to buy any trading card game product online. Visit atlastcg.com, and at the checkout screen, make sure to use code TSS12 to save an unbeatable 12% off your entire order. Atlas Collectibles will ship your product anywhere in the world, so make sure you're taking advantage of the 12% savings with TSS12. And if Pokemon is not your thing, don't worry. Go to atlastcg.com and see all the other amazing trading card game products they have there to offer.
The Shuffle Squad is partnered with PTC Geo Store to provide our community with the best access to Pokemon TCG codes. They have codes available 24/7, instant email delivery, and you can save 5% off by using code TSS5. If you're a YouTube member or Patreon supporter, you'll have access to a special code that gets you 10% off. So what are you waiting for? Use code TSS5 today and save 5% on your next order of codes on any codes available at ptcgeostore.com.
Are you trying to be the best like no one ever was? Now is your time. Head on over to Manaphy.gg and search out all our amazing Pokemon TCG coaches, where you can book all sorts of training plans ranging from deck help to full season sessions with your favorite coach. What a great way to up your game. Check out Manaphy.gg in the description below and take your game to the next level.
PokeXWord, the best place to get your fill of Pokemon-inspired puzzles. New puzzles are posted every day, and they recently launched a new Guess That Pokemon puzzle, which is a ton of fun to play. Go check them out at PokeXWord.com, and be sure to follow them on Twitter for your chance to win a ton of PTC Geo codes every month.
Challenge yourself against trainers from around the world to compete for the biggest online prizing yet.
Are you ready for an unbelievable tournament unlike anything else you've ever seen before? The Shuffle Squad is proud to announce our newest tournament series, the Late Night Event, with an amazing grand prize that's bound to have you excited.
Players can compete via play.limitless.tcg.com's online tournament platform every Tuesday to get a chance to earn weekly prizes. And every week, your placement in the tournament is tallied by points based on your best finishes to earn your rank for the Late Night Invitational event.
The series will be conducted starting February 7th of 2023 and carry all the way through to the Invitational on July 9th of 2023, where the top players will be rewarded the grand prizing.
And the grand prize is a signed jersey and photo op with the entire Shuffle Squad, as well as a fully paid trip to the Pokemon World Championships in Yokohama, Japan. This includes hotel and airfare, whether you're a player or a spectator.
Don't forget to check out all the live coverage on our YouTube and Twitch channel of the top cuts of these events for every week. And subscribe so you can get notified where to watch the Late Night Events Invitational, brought to you by the Shuffle Squad. Now get out there and start winning. We'll see you in Japan.